Hello everyone, welcome to Learn Data Structures and Algorithm in Python course. In today's lecture, we'll see how to reverse a linked list. Let's say you are given this linked list where 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 is pointed to 2, 2 is pointed to 3, 3 is pointing to 4, 4 is pointing to 5. Now when you reverse this, that means 5 will be pointing to 4, then 4 will be pointing to 3, 3 will be pointing to 2, and 2 will be pointing to 1, right? Then you will get the resultant linked list. That will be our reverse linked list. Let's see how we can do that. So let's say we have the linked list. Let's say this is a heat of our linked list that is basically pointing to one node, first node. This is 1. This is pointing to another node 2. Then this is pointing to another node 3, 4, 5. And this is pointing to none. Okay. Let's say this is our linked list. We have to reverse. That means what we have to do. So this is 5, this is 4, this is 3, this is 2, this is 1. So here 5 4 is pointing to 5, right? But when we reverse, 5 has to be pointing to 4, right? Then here 3 is pointing to 4, right? So that means we have to reverse the link. So where it is connected, we have to reverse the order. Then what will be the next thing? That node should be none. The next of that node should be none. Okay, and this will be our head node. Right? So that's how we can. That is basically the reverse of linked list. Let's see how we can do this. We can do this in 4 easy steps. So let's say step number 1, step number 2, step number 3, step number 4. So first we have to go through each node. How we can go? For that we have to take a pointer variable. That will be current pointer, right? So let's say current node. Okay, let's say current node. Then we have to take another pointer called prev node, and another pointer called next node. These are 3 pointers we have to take. Initially we'll point this current node to head. Okay, then prev node to none, and next node to none. Okay, next node to none. First let's remove this one. Okay, now let's see how we can do this. So let's say I have taken 3 pointer current node, and initially it will be pointing to head, right? So I'm writing it short form. Let's say C. Current node means C. Okay, so C is pointing to head. Okay, there is another 2 node. Those are basically prev node and next node, right? Next node, P and N. Okay, now what we'll do, we'll go to each node. This is current node. Then what we'll do, first we'll take the reference of current.next. So that will be our next node. So next node will be equals to current.next. So we are only writing C, right? C dot next. Whatever the C dot next, that will be stored in next node, right? That will be our next node. Okay, we have take the reference of next node. Now as we have stored the next node, so we have the reference of next node. Then what we'll do, we'll break this link. And whatever the previous node will point to that. That means current dot next will be pointing to previous node. So initially previous is what? So let's say this is our, so initially previous is nothing but equals to none, right? Nothing but equals to none. Now in first step we'll take this as current. Then second step we'll take current dot next equals to n. Then in third step we'll point this this current dot next to previous. We'll break this current dot next and pointing to previous. That means previous is none. That will be pointing to none. And then what we'll do? We'll shift this, change this previous to from previous to current. So that will be our previous node. So we'll change our pointer previous to current. Then what we'll do? We'll change our current pointer from current to next node. Next node. Current to next node. Okay, that is done. This is the first step. This is the first step, right? So what we have to do? Let me first write it. First, we have taken the current node, right? Then what we'll do? We'll take next node. Next node that will be equals to current node dot next. Okay. So this is the order. We have to first take the reference of the next node, because otherwise if we break the node, if we break the link, then we'll lost the whole link. We'll lost the whole link. So if we don't store it, if we don't store this link, so let's say initially it was pointing to here, right? So we have the reference of this node. But if we directly just unlink this, we just remove the link, then this whole list will be vanished, right? We'll drop this, we'll lost this linked list. That's why first we're storing this next node. So next, what will be the next? That will be current dot next node. So let me remove this and tell you one by one. Okay, let's remove all the things. Okay, so yeah, so first take current node. So this is C. Now current dot next, so C dot next, that means this will be our next node, right? So next node equals to current dot next. This is the first step. Okay, we have stored the reference. Then what we'll do? We'll break this link, and current dot next will be previous node. So uh, current dot next will be previous node. So current dot next will be prev node. That means current uh, current node dot next will be pointing to prev node. Okay, this is our second step. Okay, we are pointing to previous node. Then what we'll do? The third step will be, we'll make, so initially this previous node equals to none, right? So this is equals to none, because we have initially take p as none, n as none. But we have referenced this n to current dot next. So now this is referred to none. So now what we'll do? We'll move this previous node from here to here, from here to here. So previous node equals to current node. So prev node equals to current node. Okay, this is the third step. And fourth step. What is fourth step? We'll move our current node. Current will be current equals to n, right? So we'll move our current node. So fourth step, let me show you. Current node equals to next node. Okay. Now first node is done, right? First node is done. Okay. Let's go for the second node. So second node, what we'll do? What is the first step? First step, we have to take reference of the next node. So this is current node. So we'll take reference of next node. Okay, this is the first step. Next node equals to current dot next. Next. Okay. Now what is the next thing? Current node dot next. So current dot next, we'll break this link. Current node dot next will be pointing to our previous node, right? Will be pointing to our previous node. Okay, that is done. Current dot next equals to previous node. Okay, then what is third thing? Previous node equals to current node. So I'll move this previous node from here to here, from here to here. And what is fourth step? Move our current node to this next node, right? This is done. So current node equals to next node. So this is done. Now what is next? So we have here, we have added this node. Now do the same thing. What is the first step? Current dot next equals to next node. We will first store our next node here. Then what is the next step? We'll break this link. Current dot next equals to previous node. Current dot next equals to previous node. Okay, it is linked. Then we'll move previous node equals to current node. Previous node equals to current node. Then current node equals to next node. Current node equals to next node. This is four step, right? Now we have reached to this node. Okay, do the same thing. What we'll do? First we'll take next node equals to current dot next node. Then we'll break this. Sorry, we'll break this link. Current dot next equals to previous node, right? Then what we'll do? We'll change this. Previous node equals to current node, right? Then current node equals to next node. Done. Okay. Then what we'll do? We are at this, right? We are at this. So next node will be current dot next here. Okay, that is basically none. Then what we'll do? So we'll break this link. Current dot next. Current dot next will be pointing to previous node. Then previous node equals to current node. Previous node equals to current node. Then current node will be current dot next. That will next node. That will be current. Now the current node is none. Now the current node is done. That means we are done. That means we are done. We have to stop. We have to stop. We have to do this until current is not none. When we got that current is none, we'll stop. We'll not go further. Right. Now this is our previous node. We got this is as our previous node, and this head node as none. Right. This is at none. Now one step is remaining. What we have to do? We have to move this head node from here to here. From here to here. Now you can see this is our head. So initially it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have successfully reversed the linked list by only this four step. Only this four step. This is the order. If you change the order, you'll not get the expected result. First, we have to take three pointers. Then these four steps. First, we have to move, take the reference of the next node. Then we'll point our next node next to previous node. Then shift our previous node and shift our current node. Right? Let's see how we can do this. So this is pretty easy. So there are conditions. So if not head, so if head is empty, right? Or what we can do, if not head dot next. If only one node, so we don't have to do anything. So just return head. Okay. Otherwise, what we'll do, we'll take three pointers, right? So current node equals to initially it will be pointing to head. Then next node it will be pointing to none, right? Then prev node it will be pointing to none. Then what we'll do, we have taken the reference, right? We'll taken the pointer. Then what we'll do, we'll check while current node, okay, not equals to none, or you can select this directly. So while do, so first step, what is the first step? Current node. So first step will be next node, right? We have to take the reference of next node. Next node equals to current node dot next. This is first step. Then what is second step? Second step is current node dot next will be our previous node. Then what is third step? Third step is prev node equals to our current node. Then what is fourth step? Fourth step is current node equals to next node. That's it. That's it. And at last, what you have to do? We have to make this previous node as head, right? So head equals to prev node. That's it. And at last, we have to return the head. Let's run this. Let's see. Okay. And successfully. Yeah, it is accepted. So that's it. Only four steps, right? So I hope you have understood how we can reverse a linked list.